Hey, what's up? How you doing today? I just finished up two of the most overdue oil changes I've ever done in my life by far because these two LeBlond Lathes are older than my parents. My parents were both born in 1941. These machines are from the late 1930's. So I guess that makes me feel a little young being born in 1979. Haha. But they needed an oil change so bad it's not even funny. And I think one reason why it got neglected, they got neglected so bad, is because of the way they mounted these disconnect switches on there. There's just two screws that hold the top covers on these things. And did I say two? There's four screws that hold these on, but there's two extra screws because of this disconnect. Two extra 1/4 inch screws, but it's no big deal. Just pop them out, bend that unistrut up out of the way, and good to go. But have you ever done an oil change where you pulled the drain plug out and nothing came out? That's what happened on this one. It was, and I knew there was oil in there, nasty oil. I had to take a little Allen wrench and stick up in the drain hole and break that seal of nasty metal flake loose, and gunky, funky old oil in there. It was jet black. And you got to use a 9/16 socket like this because it's a square head steel plug in there, pipe plug. And that fits it perfect and will get it out. So that's important. And there's not a whole lot of room to move your ratchet in there, so you got to be patient. But anyway, it's looking a lot better up in there. And the important thing is, this is your oil level. And it's got this little aluminum plug in there, but if you wiggle this sucker a little bit, you can see it's nice and full now. Before it was bone dry, and it actually had metal flake up in that too. But anyway, if you look down in here, there's still some, I couldn't get it perfectly clean. There's still some black, jet black down in there, but I did the best I could. It's really tight down in there and hard to get to. But we used some, friend let me borrow or have some red diesel to use for a solvent to break loose. You know, we didn't just drain the oil. We drained the oil, put the plug back in, and then filled it up to the level with some red diesel. And we used about, not quite a gallon and a half. Here's the old oil, which there should have been more. I'd say they were about halfway empty or so. It's hard to say, but you can tell this oil is very funky. Very nasty, jet black, and in the bottom is a lot of fine metal flake. So here's what used to be red diesel. Some of it's settled over the weekend. You can see a little bit of red right there, but it's mostly really nasty and black. But might could reuse some of that for cleaning something nasty again. This parts cleaner brush is a little too fat to get down in there. I still used it, still tried to use it, but man, it's tight in there. So you might want to look for something else if you're doing this same adventure, something like that, a little pipe cleaner. But we're using the new oil is some Shell Turbo T68 industrial steam and light duty gas turbine oil. And it's got a unique smell to it, kind of like differential rear end heavy oil, thick stuff. But it's nice to see, let's see, two of these big gears dip down in that oil, as you can tell. This big one and one of these two big ones. And then they share it with the gears they mesh with. I've got it kind of in a neutral gear right now, but it's cool because you can see it squeezing out between those two gears and running down this gear, big gear. So I hope these machines might be a little bit more quiet than they were. But this one was bad because this set screw right here was loose and this gear was wiggling to the left, and it also caused this gear to go to the left a little bit. It still needs to be about an 1/8 inch farther over to the right. But anyway, about 4 of those small gears that drive the power feed and lead screw get dipped in the oil and sling it around, share it with what they mesh up with. So those in the back do not. I put some grease on them, and so these little oilers are important. Keep some oil going through them. The top got broke off this one, but it goes through there pretty quick. And there's another one back there for that hand wheel part. So you can see it. That oil looks a lot better. Some of it's nice and clear. Couldn't get it perfectly clean. It was just too tight, but maybe we'll change it again in a year or two, something. Oh, another thing is this little oil level plug that's aluminum. Those are annoying to get out. You got to use like some needle nose pliers. But you got to take that out to get so you can see your oil level. Yeah, that one's out. Here's what it looks like. Sticks down in there. But that's important. One problem with the other machine that this one didn't have, the low gear was out on the other machine. I guess it broke at some point. That is not good. So, this one, see that oil squeezing out between there. Love it. It's gonna be so much better, I think. But yeah, keep these oilers. Some oil going through them. But I guess that's about it. Be sure and drain it, and if there's anything funky down in there, use some kind of solvent like a diesel or I don't know what. That's probably one of your better things to use. So yeah, we'll see what's next. Maybe some big heavy metal of some sort. Take care. Have a good one.